Karl and the Battle with Space Pirates. We publish a new bedtime read-along story every night, so make sure to tap the subscribe button so you never miss any. Chapter 1, The Aliens Return. Karl was working late in his lab, studying the latest data from his telescope when he heard a strange sound outside his window. He looked up and saw a familiar sight, a small spaceship hovering outside his window. He rubbed his eyes, thinking he must be seeing things, but when he looked again, he saw the alien from his childhood adventure looking back at him. Karl was stunned. It had been years since he had seen the alien, and he had never expected to see him again. The alien explained that he needed Karl's help with something urgent and important. Karl was intrigued and asked the alien to explain. The alien shared the story of the stolen cosmic artifact, a powerful device that had been taken by a group of space pirates. The artifact had the ability to destroy entire planets, and the pirates planned to use it to gain power and control over the galaxy. The alien had been searching for someone to help him retrieve the artifact, and he had come to Karl for assistance. Karl was hesitant at first. He had a comfortable life on Earth and had no desire to leave it behind for a dangerous mission in space. However, he knew that the stakes were too high to ignore. He agreed to help the alien, and they set out on a new adventure together. Karl spent the next few days preparing for their mission. He packed his bags and said goodbye to his family, knowing that he might not see them again for a long time. The alien had given him a small device that would allow him to breathe in space, and Karl practiced using it in his backyard. Finally, the day arrived for their departure. Karl and the alien boarded the spaceship, and Karl marveled at the advanced technology he saw around him. As they lifted off into space, Karl felt a mixture of excitement and fear. He knew that their journey would be filled with danger and uncertainty, but he also knew that he had the opportunity to make a difference in the world. As they traveled through space, Karl listened as the alien shared more details about the mission. They would need to navigate treacherous asteroid fields and avoid detection by the space pirates. Karl was nervous, but he felt a sense of purpose that he had never experienced before. As they approached the location of the artifact, Karl felt his heart race. He knew that they were about to face their greatest challenge yet. But he also knew that he was ready for whatever came his way. He had the alien by his side, and together they were determined to save the galaxy from destruction. Chapter 2, The Quest for the Cosmic Artifact. Karl and the alien arrived at the location of the stolen cosmic artifact, which was hidden in a remote corner of the galaxy. They had to navigate through an asteroid field and evade a group of space pirates who were guarding the artifact. As they approached the location, Karl could feel his heart pounding in his chest. He knew that the next few hours would be crucial to the success of their mission. The alien instructed him on how to use the advanced technology on the spaceship to avoid detection and reach their destination undetected. After a nerve-wracking journey, they arrived at the asteroid where the artifact was hidden. The space pirates had set up a powerful force field around the asteroid to protect it from intruders. Karl and the alien knew that they had to disable the force field before they could approach the artifact. The alien handed Karl a device that he had designed to disable the force field. They carefully made their way to the force field generator, staying out of sight of the space pirates. Karl placed the device on the generator, and within seconds the force field was down. They quickly made their way to the location of the artifact, which was stored in a heavily guarded vault. Karl could see the space pirates patrolling the area, armed with laser guns and ready to defend the artifact at all costs. The alien handed Karl a special device that he had designed to deactivate the security system on the vault. Karl knew that they had to work quickly before the space pirates discovered their presence. With his heart pounding, Karl managed to deactivate the security system and open the vault. Inside, he saw the cosmic artifact, which was even more powerful and dangerous than he had imagined. Karl and the alien carefully took the artifact out of the vault and placed it in a secure container. As they made their way back to the spaceship, they were spotted by the space pirates. A fierce battle broke out, with laser beams and energy blasts filling the air. Karl and the alien fought bravely, using their skills and advanced technology to evade the pirates and protect the artifact. After a tense battle, they managed to escape with the artifact and set a course back to Earth. As they traveled back to Earth, Karl felt a sense of pride and accomplishment. They had completed their mission, and the galaxy was safe from the threat of the cosmic artifact. But he knew that their journey was far from over. They had to return the artifact to its rightful owners and make sure that it was never used for evil purposes again. Chapter 3, The Battle in Space. As Karl and the alien were making their way back to Earth, they received a distress signal from a nearby spaceship. The message was urgent, and they could hear the fear in the voice of the crew on the other end. They quickly set a course for the location of the spaceship, determined to help in any way they could. As they approached the spaceship, they could see that it was under attack by a group of alien spacecraft. The alien recognized the attacking aliens as a hostile species that had been causing chaos and destruction throughout the galaxy. Without hesitation, Karl and the alien sprang into action. They activated the weapon systems on their spaceship and engaged the attacking aliens in a fierce battle. Karl was surprised by the level of intensity of the battle. The alien spacecraft were faster and more agile than their own ship, and they were armed with powerful energy weapons that could easily penetrate their shields. Despite the odds, Karl and the alien fought bravely, using every trick and tactic at their disposal to evade the enemy fire and deliver accurate shots. They used evasive maneuvers, energy shields, and even trickery to outsmart the enemy. As the battle raged on, Karl could see that their ship was starting to sustain damage. The enemy fire had caused significant damage to their weapon systems, and their shields were weakening. Karl knew that they had to act fast if they were going to survive the battle. He came up with a plan to use a risky maneuver to disable the enemy ships. He instructed the alien to modify the weapon systems to fire a burst of energy that would disrupt the enemy's shields, leaving them vulnerable to attack. With no other options left, they implemented the plan. The energy burst hit the enemy ships, causing their shields to fail. Karl and the alien quickly seized the opportunity and fired a barrage of energy blasts, taking out the attacking ships one by one. The battle was over, and they emerged victorious. The crew of the distressed spaceship thanked them for their heroic efforts, and they made their way back to Earth. Karl was exhausted and shaken by the intensity of the battle. He had never experienced anything like it before, and he knew that he had been lucky to survive. He was grateful for the alien's help, and he knew that he couldn't have done it without him. As they made their way back to Earth, Karl couldn't help but wonder what other dangers lay ahead. He knew that they were living in a dangerous and unpredictable galaxy, and he was determined to be ready for anything that came their way. The end. Do you want to hear more stories? Then hit the subscribe button to follow our channel, so you never miss another daily story. And keep listening now, as more stories will play shortly.